And hey, looks like it worked. Looks like we are live. What's going on, YouTube land? It's Forgotten Legion with you once again on Wednesday night. Sorry for missing out last week, but we are back. Oh, shit.
Back at it.
Oh, man, I am such a... There. Okay, there we go. Until I
Wait,
haven't done this in a while. Well, I left my YouTube going live in the other window, so then I was hearing like a feedback, and I don't think people want to hear me twice.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I just did it. Rookie mistake on my part, but anyway, you got pretty here.
You look cute though, at least.
Yeah, I look good doing it. So
What?
it's okay. It's okay.
You look this good. You don't have to know anything.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. You don't. And Bridges, this is a safe space. You don't have to hide that here. Just let it out.
Going both ways.
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. Equal opportunity.
But welcome everybody. Got pretty here. We got Derek off to the left.
How's it going, everybody? To Pretty's left.
Yes, somebody's left. And we got
again.
If we got Bridges sandwiched in the middle.
It's like some fucked up Brady bunch.
Here's a story. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to hear me sing that. So
yeah, no.
maybe it's stiff camp.
Yeah. Get me drunk around the campfire. Maybe I'll do it at Stiff Camp or Heresy Camp, whatever it's going to be called. So we've got Derek here
Go ahead.
from RFI. So we're gonna put him. We're gonna put him on the spot since he brought it up. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but he brought it up. So it's not gonna be called Stiff Camp.
All right, so
I don't even know if it's gonna be called.
I don't know what it's gonna be called.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Do we know what it's gonna be called?
So basically, if you're gonna ask me questions about it that start with, "Hey Derek, do you know?" ... The answer's gonna be no. I don't know shit. I've heard some of the ideas being thrown around for it, but as far as like concrete information, I don't know too much about concrete information. I know Michael's the one who's been going out there. He actually has visited the camp. He's been in contact with them. Their post-hurricane progress, trying to get a figure for if how soon we'd be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So are they still standing? I mean, I know Rockport, just from work and people I know from work and all that. I know Rockport was extremely hard hit from Harvey. So
yeah, Rockport was hit pretty hard, probably the hardest I think out of Texas hit. I know Houston's flooding's been real bad, but oh hey, is that Zach?
Yeah, Zach.
Speaking of cutie,
I figured it out.
Oh, he's made it work.
What?
You got a haircut, Zach?
Unstoppable.
You got a haircut?
Got a haircut.
Looks good,
You
dude.
make my face look fat?
No, it looks good, dude. You actually look pretty. Yeah, that does right there.
Yeah. How do you screenshot that? Let me
Here, let's put it on there, and that's gonna be his new calling.
Yeah,
Maybe the thumbnail.
Yeah, it's gonna be his new thumbnail instead of the one with him waving or whatever it was. His yo dude or what does Josh call it?
My dude, bro.
Yeah, your dude, bro. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think we can do it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, dude, bro. Exactly.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Derek was just telling us all about Heresy Camp, all the news that he knows.
Oh yeah, I was just laying down everything I've heard about Heresy Camp.
Is it still there?
I hear that they are. They are. I believe, and take this with a big grain of salt. I believe they're still there. They do have some reconstruction work to do. The timetable, I'm not entirely sure because I know the initial projected date for it was like late 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To be honest, that place looked pretty solid. Like it looked like, I mean, I was there in person. I saw it. It looked like it was really well built.
It's like a place you could like write out the Armageddon in.
The Armageddon?
Zombie apocalypse.
The biblical.
It was kind of open looking. I mean, maybe we have a couple sacrifice, like Gus or something.
Oh yeah.
They're probably able to get some upgrades, because if they get some insurance money.
Oh, there you go. Like cut down a tree and say, "Hey, look."
Well, they're like a special camp, so I'm pretty sure they probably get all the government monies.
Oh, really? Yeah.
All the FEMA.
All the FEMAs.
Yeah, give me all the FEMA.
Just waiting on that sweet FEMA money.
Just waiting on that FEMA check.
For $400. Woo! Go buy me a new phone. Put my down payment on a phone.
Like iPhone X, here I come. FEMA money.
Yeah, right. Put my down payment. Take a mortgage out for it first.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go talk to my bank real quick.
Yeah, right. I really need this phone.
Yeah.
But look, we can help you finance for like a 7+, but I don't know about an X.
Yeah, right.
I think they're giving the 7 Pluses away now for free. Like you just go in there and they're like, "Hey, you want one of these?"
Here, it's great for a paperweight, which is what I'm coincidentally using.
It
Does other things too.
It's a market test right there.
No, so
All the time asking like, "Hey, so when the 8 comes out, your 7's gonna go down in price?" I'm like, "I wouldn't know until I get that paperwork."
Like, probably not.
I don't know. I know Sprint was kind of giving away the 8s. I got a pretty good deal on upgrading my phone and my wife's phone since it was up for upgrade times.
Yeah, we always get a nice upgrade, kind of like a boost for that when you're switching to,
Mm-hmm.
I never get a phone pay out, right? Or like completely pay for when I walk in the store.
Yeah.
It's got to be like $150 or less. Like, give me the fucking.
I understand that.
Give me the razor, whatever.
Right.
Dude, I felt like such a badass when I got my razor.
Oh yeah, that was.
I'll play some Snake, whatever.
Yeah. Dude,
keep it cash.
I was just telling him right now, like you can play those iPhone games, whatever. They're like I guess like it's like a Let's Play, whatever the fuck it's called, and it's like passing in between, like via text message. And I'm sitting here and I'm playing it with some of the younger kids at work, and I'm sitting myself, I'm like, this is not fun. Why are we doing this? And like they're all just having a good time. I'm like, I'm done. I just completely just shut down.
Man. Apple's got you. Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I'm about to. Well, you know what? Steve Jobs already got. So.
Temporarily possessed by Steve Jobs, the ghost of Steve Jobs.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah, dragging this back to Heresy. Weren't they showing off like augmented reality stuff with the new iPhones?
Yeah, they were showing off Freeblade.
Yeah, they show off that was
the Knights from Freeblade with that aug reality stuff. I don't know. I don't know if it's a special app. I really don't know how that stuff works, but
Magic mostly.
Magic.
Is it like Lawnmower Man?
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what Lawnmower Man is?
You've never seen Lawnmower Man?
Sorry, haven't. I'm gonna have to watch it now. Huh?
Yeah, that's your homework for this week.
If you look into like VR and like stupid people becoming really smart, and then
I feel like that's what's happening actually.
Yeah, well, go watch the movie and you'll see how close to real life it actually is.
Yeah.
Well, VR fell off. Like VR was like the shit. Like this was like when it was way before its time.
Yeah,
virtual reality.
It's like 90s.
Yeah. I think
it fell off, and all of a sudden, like now it's like making a comeback because they're like, oh well, we just give you these glasses, or put your head in a tunnel, and now it's like VR, and somehow
the main problem with VR is people keep ripping the headset off to look at their fucking phone. So how do we fix that?
Yeah, if you hold on
we stick their phone, stick their phone in the headset. There we go.
Like somebody out there like sold all their VR stock like at the last minute, and then like fucking blew up, and now they're pissed.
I know, right? That.
I should have waited. I knew it was gonna make a comeback. It's like the guy that's out there with his Betamax or his laser discs, like waiting for them to come back.
That's similar to a conversation I had with my buddy today, but it doesn't really pertain to heresy, so I'll let that go.
Not much of it does.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you been on the show before?
I know. Well, okay, so we're talking about we're listening to some songs, right? And it's like, oh, this is a good song, but it's a very like sad song. I'm like, you ever think about like the asshole that the song was written about? Like, imagine how he feels now, like or she or whichever. It's like, it's like think about like how big Adele is now, like all like It's like the guy that she's singing about. Like, man, imagine how he feels every day just driving to work. Like he hears that song, he's like, oh damn, I'm such an asshole.
Yeah, like all the dudes that banged Taylor Swift and then like ditched her.
Right. It's like, damn, maybe I should stick around.
I'd be like, hell yeah, crank that shit up.
Yeah.
I know,
It's
right?
me. They're talking about me right now.
Hey Taylor,
I'm that
you're
asshole.
welcome. You're welcome, Taylor.
Yeah, right.
You're welcome
Make
for
you
that.
famous, bitch.
Check, huh?
Yeah, Zach's responsible for her second truckload of money. So
Yeah.
Nice, Zach.
doing
Good
my
job,
part.
brother.
Doing my part.
I knew you were good for something.
Yeah, I'm like a muse.
Yeah. Oh shit.
yes, yeah. Zach mentioned Laserdisc. I remember wanting Laserdisc so bad when I was a kid, so I thought that was the coolest fucking thing.
It sounds cool as shit.
It's a movie on a disc, and of course the disc was like 2 feet across, right? I mean, it was just massive.
You can't fucking breathe on a CD these days without fucking putting a massive scratch across it. Like I could imagine one that's 3 or 4 times the size. Like, fuck. You gotta be real gentle with it. You know, don't let the kids near the laser disc.
Right.
You got to put on one of those white suits, like and gloves and everything,
Right.
just to handle it.
All incognito and shit.
I'm just saying, if I was in the market test group, they're like, all right, well, where would you invest your money? Laserdisc or DVD? Be like, well, Laserdisc sounds way fucking cooler. I'm gonna go Laserdisc.
Well, everybody thought Laserdisc was when that came out. It was like, oh, that's gonna be the next big thing. But VHS was so huge, there was no way. I mean, it was too expensive. It was too big and bulky, like Zach's saying.
Yeah.
The price never came down. So yeah, but when DVDs came out, that was a whole different ball game. I mean, it's the size of a CD.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't VHS mainly went out because that's what porn went with?
Huh?
Porn?
Yeah, I hear that whatever medium porn ends up going with is that's the one that beats out like what was the HD DVD and Blu-ray, and porn ended up going Blu-ray, and so HD DVD just kind of ate shit.
I don't know, but that I guess would make sense. Of course, I mean now it's all online. I mean, I could point to a person that's actually buying a porn Blu-ray. Does that happen?
Like, do people even do that anymore?
Apparently,
I guess maybe.
Like if you like,
I mean, I can understand that with like Laserdisc and VHS because the internet wasn't what it is now.
I really
I
love
like
this.
my porn in 8 different languages with commentary.
Yeah, the commentary.
It's the commentary from the actress, the director, and the director of photography.
Inspiration right here. What were you going for when you did this DVDA scene? Like, did that just come to you, or was it totally improv?
Was it like an in the moment kind of thing, or?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's so funny. Well, I mean, and also, and Zach has probably been there. It probably Bridges. Yeah, but Derek may never have gotten to experience this. But actually going into a porn like store with the VHS everywhere. Yeah,
where like when you go into the movie store and they have that back room.
Oh yeah.
You always
I've been to a video store before once or twice. I think I still remember.
You're looking at stuff like nearby it, and then you just look around, and then you do the dip move, like
right, kind of duck.
It's over there, and then you just dip in.
It's kind of like an Igor shuffle, you know. Like you're like half ducking, kind of like moving fast, but kind of hunched over.
The one in our hometown was called Kim's Video, so it was like the main video VHS rental store. They had the little back room, but there was a little Asian lady that ran it, and if you were anywhere near that door, she would you need to go to back room. You need to unlock back room.
Oh, this isn't the gardening section.
Yeah, she'd fuck it all up for you. Yeah, you'd never get in there quietly.
I feel like she knew though. She knew what she was doing.
Did you?
That must have been the highlight of her day.
Pretty. Did you live in your house when Video Gallery was right there on Stock Power, or no?
No, that was already closed down.
Yeah, they had a back room. It had like it had the swinging like saloon doors or whatever.
So you could see who was back there.
Yeah, you could see somebody's feet and head.
Why is it shaking?
If you went back there, which I know a guy, but I mean,
yeah,
they like swung forever. Those doors. Like, we got
You
another
couldn't
one.
stop it.
We
I'll
got
tell you,
another
no-
one. Another pervert over here.
No joke, no joke. By my band's old studio, there's this. They had like this video store, and it just says video, and it has like a burnout X and whatever going on through it. And it's right next to Sketch. Really, it's exactly what you'd think of a porno video store would look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you walk by, and I swear, like, you know, I don't really see people go into it. But there's tons of cars there, and
You're like, where are they at?
And you know what? I mean, we've never been in there. We've always been tempted to go in, but then we feel like it's kind of like a roach, you know, a roach motel. Whenever you get in there, you're stuck and you just can't leave now, you know, because there's like literally a dozen cars there, all hours of
There's a
the
drive-in
day.
valet, like they valet you.
Hey, you know, there's an auto shop behind it, so it could be.
Local porno. We'll pick you up.
Too ashamed to go in? Don't worry, we'll come drive you yourself. It's
Yeah,
like Uber me to the porn store.
They probably have the little booths in the back. That's what all the cars are there for.
There you go. That's probably what it is.
The little private viewings.
I just imagine there's like one room and everybody's passing around this stiff towel.
I sure when I was living in Dallas, there was one that I went to with my girlfriend at the time, and it's the first time I'd ever been in one. And so I'm going through there, and just, I mean, now of course you look on the internet, and you can see anything you ever wanted to see or think about. But then it was just like you'd walk down the aisle looking at the video categories and be like, "Wow, I didn't know there was a category for black pregnant dwarves." I mean, it's a thing.
That's a fetish.
Yeah, it was.
If it's there, man, there's something.
Blew my mind. Blew my mind.
His life was forever changed.
Yeah,
Right.
it was.
He was like, "Man, that garden gnome, ooh, day."
I didn't know him gets around.
Right. Jeez. That was before we went to Travel Velocity or whatever.
For real.
I just saw Samson's in the chat. He said I'd fuck him. I'm not sure who he wants to fuck though.
Doesn't matter.
Just
That's
fill in the
not-
blanks yourself. Anyone we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, but before we actually fired up the video, we had some 30K talk going on. I was like, no, we got to stop. Let's stop and let's start the video. So
All right, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let's kick this up. Light it up.
We got to give
immediately
at least that 1%.
start not talking about it. But so the kind
Oh,
of
and,
oh, go ahead.
in case you were wondering, Samson says it's Zach. He'd fuck Zach.
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay, makes sense.
yeah. I mean, easily.
Yeah, I'm fuckable.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Drunk
We're
one
planning a
night.
weekend trip or something.
It's the haircut.
It is a nice haircut. I really do dig it, man. It looks very copy.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
got a
awesome.
lot of grays, man. The grays are coming out.
Dude, you know what? That's in though right now. That's like actually really popular. So it's,
I'm very
it
distinguished.
just adds to it. Yeah, very
A
distinguished.
little bit
Yeah.
of salt and pepper.
Yeah, seems like every time I get a haircut, I see more and more on the apron bib or whatever.
Apron
Finish
dip?
That's all.
What's that?
What'd you say?
Is it smock?
Yeah, the schmuck or schmuck or whatever it's called. And whenever I get my haircut, I see more and more
Yeah,
gray.
the schmuck is the thing that goes on.
Okay,
Well, I could have lived without knowing any of that.
thanks, Derek. So we have Derek on tonight.
Derek's like, you know.
Doesn't know anything about Heresy Camp, but he's going to tell us all about the schmuck.
He's an aspiring
yeah.
barber.
Derek, where's your inside scoop? I thought you were the inside man.
That's Michael, I think.
Well, we can't get Michael on the webcast anymore. So
Yeah,
Why?
Mike.
You just drag him out of his house. Come on.
What's up with
I think he knows like anything I know. I'm gonna end up like and then telling somebody something wrong.
So,
And I mean, he's not wrong. I totally will do that.
just say wrong stuff. Just give him wrong information.
I halfway want to.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, stiff camps will be awesome. We're gonna get some fucking Pantera's gonna be there. It's gonna be kick ass, dude.
it's a Pantera reunion. It's going to be at Stiff Camp.
No fucking way.
Bridges already signed up when you said that.
Yeah, dude, like I already just clicked the fucking on there, man. I
Yeah.
just sent my money to some random guy. So
I just typed in Monty into PayPal and said to do $250. I don't know. The subject line was Pantera in all caps.
Get the Legionnaire patch.
Good shirt you got on, by the way.
Apparently there was some event that was supposed to go on. Like somebody thought it'd be fucking hilarious to put up a fake event in like an event system where it was gonna be like Daft Punk and fucking who else? Like a whole bunch of fucking shit playing at Joel Osteen's church.
Oh.
They're gonna have like a lock-in at the church with like fucking Napalm Death or something.
Napalm Death.
Yes.
It's like such a we're at Daft Punk and then we're at Napalm Death.
It's completely different.
It's a wide gulf in between those two bands.
Just a lock-in down at the church, you know.
Goat whore, you know.
Yeah.
Meshuggah's gonna be there.
Behemoth. Yeah.
Yeah, Behemoth. Dima Borgir.
Yeah.
King Diamond.
It's gonna go over real big. They're gonna love it.
Joel Osteen's best friend's the King Diamond, actually.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like
Oh no, King Diamond's a nice guy, so.
No, somebody was like so dedicated to that joke, they just kept putting it up on different event websites where you could actually buy tickets for it.
That's hilarious. Like that's the only scam that I would like. I would support.
It was to the point where I'm like, maybe this is fucking real. I know it's not, but maybe it is. Like, I can send money this dude's way.
Can you imagine if all those like he gets enough money and all those bands show up? They're just playing from the bitch.
Yeah, but Derek, we say wrong shit all the time, so don't feel bad if you want to just throw some wrong information out there for the viewers. Yeah, we'll sort it out.
Cool. I don't know anything to be wrong, so sorry, I guess, if you were expecting me to spat off some wild shit.
Okay, fine.
Well,
Fine.
What kind of beer are you drinking then?
I'm drinking a Blue Moon. My
All
favorite
right,
beer.
That's respectable.
It's gay.
Pretty's
A lot more respectable
drinking
than I am.
a sweet tea
Pretty's
with
drinking-
probably
that-
vodka.
Daniels, or is that
Do what?
that tea?
Yeah, I finished my glass of wine. It's now
Almost.
it's got a swallow left in it. So
You know, you never let any drop go.
no, I don't. I'm gonna finish it off. Don't worry.
Okay.
We got Lone Star Light and a camouflage. Can.
I will pop it in a plastic glass in case I drop it.
Oh man.
Hey, yo.
But anyway, so Derek, tell us about what you're working on. You're hard at work over there.
I'm gluing together some Mark IV dudes. I needed another squad of Mark IV Marines for my vets. So I did what any normal, sensible, reasonable person would do when they need one squad of Mark IV Marines, and that's buy a Calc box.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I've got my 6th contender now, and my 15 cataphracts, I think is what I'm up to.
Nice.
And
I honestly
yeah,
didn't
just
think you could
fucking.
get calc boxes still. I guess.
You can still buy them off the website, I'm pretty sure.
I ordered it from you, so
Yeah, I know. I'm aware now, but I was like, I didn't think you could get those. I thought it was just Prospero or die.
Yeah,
I looked on
I probably assumed the same thing. I figured that once Prospero came out, they were going to stop offering Calth boxes.
No,
You
there's
can
no
buy
problem.
both. Yeah,
I looked on the web store before I ordered it, and I couldn't find it.
Maybe I'm lying.
So
After
why
I
is
ordered
with
it, I
Space
saw it.
Wolf, why'd you go Mark IV as opposed to Mark III? Just curious.
I think it looks cooler on my vets.
That's true.
Like my regular,
Like
my grunts, my Gray Slayers, those are Mark III. And
your older
I think
guys have
Mark
the
III.
newer armor. I guess.
yeah, well, the problem is with the Mark IIIs, it's got the dong plate, and so that really restricts the movements because it hits the knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to have the dong plate.
I mean, you got to have the,
When the red
Well, I
rocket
mean-
comes up. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna
That's only when you
bend
rub
all
their
the-
bellies.
Yeah, I was going to say
Just
you're rubbing
a
their
little bit.
bellies.
Who's a good son of Russ?
I am.
And that is why the Space Wolves didn't make it to Terra. No,
Probably. No, it's because Horace brought a vacuum cleaner.
right. We deployed, you guys said I was stupid for summoning this.
Leaving Russ was like, hell no, I ain't fucking with none of that.
It's like running around yapping at it.
I'll run into the fucking
Come on,
warp
dude.
Chase Magnus, but I ain't fucking with the goddamn Uber.
Yeah, right. You see how big it is? That cord's so long.
Motherfucker went cordless. I ain't never gonna get away.
There's no battery. It's solar power. That's funny. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I do like the when you have like separate marks for different units and stuff. I mean, it helps. That's because I'm assuming you have some Mark III in there. Did you say that?
Oh yeah, whole bunch of Mark III.
Yeah, I mean, because that's cool. I mean, that's the only Legion like really I'm not a fan of. There's actually a couple of them I don't really like Mark III in. Is like in the Night Lords or Alpha Legion. I don't know. I mean, it's cool. It looks cool, but it just doesn't. It doesn't feel like their aesthetic fits with it.
It seems like a slower mark of armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bigger. It's more ornate.
Yeah,
kind of fracty. You think they're just going to be moving slower? I mean, it's not the case, but in my mind, that's kind of what I picture.
Yeah, on the movement, but it does have better front protection, so that's why you see like a lot of breachers with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm a big fan.
But with anything more maneuverable,
I love that
Mark IV.
Yeah, that's true. Right, you get the Mark IV. That's like that. That's like that new just that new football helmet that comes out. Everybody wants it, and only the good players get it. It's just high school memories. No,
but it's But like with the fists, I've got the Wardens with Mark IV, and then I had ordered to kind of mix it up. The spoiler armor, so you've got some of the legs with the studs on it and stuff like that.
But
that. Still keeping with that theme.
Yeah.
And then I ordered for my vets. I've actually got Mark VI because I know they rolled some of that out to the fist a little closer to Terra. So.
Oh really? Yeah, that's a good idea. See, I went all Mark III. Well, yeah, all Mark III for my fist.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Mark III.
Yeah. I just feel like they look better dead than that.
Yeah, I wish I would have had them this weekend. I played against Iron Warriors 2 games in a row, so
we can talk about that.
Would have been a good matchup on the table.
That would have been really cool, actually. Been really fun. That would be cool. I always Weber always brings up talking about playing, like the fall, like just like kind of like doing the fall system, like do a whole campaign around that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cool. I mean, sure, it was short lived, but I mean, it's just cool. I always like that idea.
Yeah, I think getting some theme games together like that. Yeah, Weber's mentioned that a couple different times. He's, I guess, working on missions or scenarios or what have you.
Yeah. It'd be neat. I don't know, something to do. But what do you have on your table, Chris, or what are you working on?
Well, right now I was working on that glass of wine, but it's gone. So.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So played Mechanicum this weekend, and we were talking about before the cast started. Kind of got me. I've been thinking about twisting the list a little bit, going true Esteban 3 Survivor themed with my Kilodecima stuff. Yeah. So I was kind of jotting down some stuff, getting an order together today for that. And I started putting together. So I had a Spartan that I wasn't sure what I was going to do with, but I'm allowed to take in that list, pick a Space Marine tank and a heavy slot. And so I think I'm going to take a Spartan and I'm going to throw Caleb Decima in it with a bunch of Skillax bodyguards. So roll up midfield and have him roll out with all those Skillax dudes and hopefully use his Curse of the Omnissiah to great effect.
That sounds actually pretty badass.
Yeah, so that's kind of, I started messing with that today, getting the Spartan trimmed up, get ready, put it together. So I'm out of glue, so I've got to go get glue in the morning, and I'll start gluing it together tomorrow afternoon. But then in a couple of weeks, have the rest of that stuff, which isn't a lot. I mean, the only thing I really need to get was the fast attack for that can only be Avengers. So I ordered some Avengers, and then a McElroy Explorator, so I can get that Explorator Augury to have some reserve shenanigans and hopefully get them in earlier. That was my main thing this weekend was I never got. I take that back. My first game, I did not get my Arvis lighters in at all.
Oh.
And the second game, I got them in 4th round when they come in automatically.
You got tabled or what?
No, I didn't get tabled. It's just I was failing my reserve rolls.
That sucks.
On rounds 2 and round 3. Yeah, it sucked big time.
Oh, reserve rolls.
So the second game, it wasn't as critical because I just had some tech thralls in it. I was going to rush them forward in the Arvis and grab objectives. But the first game, it had Caleb Decima and Destructors, so that was a pretty big loss not getting those guys on the field at all during the game. So hopefully with the that Augury, Explorator Augury, that I get those Avengers in on time.
Yeah.
And then ordered some artillery to kind of round it out. So, yeah.
Some of those siege tanks or whatever?
Well, I was going to do that, and then I decided I ordered the artillery carriages. So the Krieg artillery carriages, so I'm going to mechanicum those up a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Mechanicum can get the carriages?
you can take artillery. So, yeah, you can take Earthshaker, Medusa, what have you, with the Ordo Reductor.
You can, and you can take the breacher shells with the Medusa carriages, like the
Yeah, because it's basically you're running them as a Legion Medusa.
Well, they're not Legion.
Right, you're using the model as the Legion Medusa.
Yeah, but the Legion Medusa doesn't get breacher shells.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Phosphex.
Oh yeah, Phosphex.
Yeah. Sorry,
Legion. Yeah. Well, you said carriages, and I was thinking like the militia carriages.
Oh no, it's the bigger. I think Josh has a couple of those bigger toad-looking things.
Yeah, those are the carriages. Those are for militia.
Okay,
but they can get breacher. They can upgrade to breacher shells.
Oh no, I can't do that. Yeah,
strength 10, AP1, armor.
Yeah, no, I can't do that shit.
Who would want that?
Yeah.
Who would need that? Come on, no, son.
Yeah, no, sadly can't do that.
But they shoot like a ballistic skill 3 or whatever. But I mean,
yeah.
Oh shit! It's probably blast template, right?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Large blast.
I think it's a small blast. I think it's like a 3 blast.
Okay, well, that's
pretty ugly. I didn't realize they got access to that. That's pretty cool.
They're pretty nasty. And you can bump up their crew. Have like 8 dudes with them and like toughness 7.
Good lord! And
they get like the pure kind of rule or whatever,
mm-hmm.
where if you shoot at them, they use the toughness of the dude of the gun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a big load of shit. And
that's pretty good.
You can put like 3 of them in a squad, like 3 Medusa carriages. They look like rolling howitzers. Like,
yeah, that's why I liked them. The look of them is way cool.
Yeah, I think I have some care. I have some of those Death Corps because just those models are freaking cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Death Corps agree. Just the coolest of the IG baseline whatever models. Like they just outclass the other ones. You know. Oh, yeah. So they just just looks cool. World War One. You know?
Yeah. Yes. I think the look of them is just really cool. The other thing I didn't like is when I was looking at the website today. Apparently, they don't make a model for the Colossus Bombard.
Yeah, no, they don't.
So you can get
okay.
You can get the Earthshaker cannon, or you can get the Medusa. But and I figure the Medusa could be a stand-in for the Colossus. But I seem to remember it just in my mind. I thought they made one at one time.
You know, they might have. They've been redoing a lot of the sculpts on a lot, especially the Forge World. Forge World kind of seems to have taken kind of a, I don't want to say back burner, but it just kind of seems like they're just rebuilding You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I mean, they could have. I just can't remember it. I can't remember ever seeing one.
Yeah, so it just in my mind, and this is, seriously was probably fifth edition. I mean, it was a long time ago because I don't think I've seen
Yeah.
one in years, but
Yeah.
it was like a shorter, fatter barrel than the Medusa.
Wow.
So, but they still got the rules for it in
Yeah.
30K, and the rules are actually pretty cool. I mean, I didn't think it was too like OP. Minimum range 12, maximum range is 72, strength 7, AP 3. It's a
Yeah.
7-inch blast with barrage.
It's not too bad.
No, I didn't think it was too
Anything
terrible.
with barrage, especially a 7-inch blast. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't know if I have my templates anymore.
You don't have your templates anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure where I put them. Thinking back on it, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have flame templates. I have a bunch of flame templates, but I don't know.
Gotta have your templates, man. How can you play without templates?
I mean, I play a lot of 40K. We don't use it anymore.
10,000 years in the future.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, there was no need of it. I mean, because I always left one somewhere. At every single tournament, especially at GT, I would go home without my templates. Like I would have to buy them every single damn time. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Even with just 4 of us playing this last weekend, at the end of the day, Andrew was like, "Does anyone see my small blast template?" And it just had disappeared somehow.
Yeah. Just happen. I mean, sure, we get drunk sometimes and throw them at each other, but like,
Well, that's just how it goes.
But that couldn't.
Are you really playing Warhammer at that point if you don't?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, if you're not getting mad at your friends, over a stupid game, like, then I mean, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life.
You're not even mad. You're just throwing shit at each other.
Yeah, like grow up, right? Come on, throw stuff. That's funny.
But yeah, so anyway, that's what I've got going on. Just Spartan building.
I love it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Do you have the new cast? The new
Yeah, it's got the tracks on it. But
so
okay, here's the kick in the dick. One of the tracks, because it's been in the bag for probably 2 months, 3 months. One of the tracks broke, like one of the little blades or whatever on the track, and I don't see it in the bag. So
where's it at?
fuck if I know, dude.
No, like where's the track located on the tank?
Where on the tank does it go?
It's on the top. It couldn't be on the bottom where nobody would see it. It's on the freaking top, man.
Throw some mud up in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to weather it or something. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But oh well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you can't do anything about it. I get you.
So for mine, I'm going to take this opportunity to shout out Derek. Oh shit! I just fucked it up. Sorry, Derek.
Damn, I worked hard on that.
Yeah, Derek hooked me up, and like I had this real shitty, like Dreadnought drop pods are real super scarce right now. So hot right now.
So hot.
Yeah, but I think we ordered this this like shitty recast drop pod on eBay or whatever from
Nice. Hey.
from like some, I don't know, Russian sweatshop or something. So
It's like from Uzbekistan or somewhere.
yeah, it's real shitty, but I needed one real bad, so I was like, I guess I'll just fucking get one. So yeah, but it was like real shitty, and Derek picked it up like I don't know, it didn't fit right. I couldn't do it. I don't fucking do it. And he like swung to the rescue. Like, yeah, I'll take care of that. Fucking money. So I'm putting it together right now, finishing it up. But I don't know, it was like really warped on the bottom, and I don't know. Derek had the tools and he had the talent. So
yeah, he did a solid job, man. He was showing me that in the car on the drive to San Antonio.
Yeah, hanging out of the window making like whooshing noises is real cool.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's exactly how they sound, actually. So I heard some of the audiobooks. Sounds sad.
Yeah. It's all good.
Look at that.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that.
Dude, you could kill somebody with that.
And like, yeah. I'm gonna
Wait.
magnetize it.
It's like, wait, check it out. I got mine too.
Oh shit!
Yes. Let our powers combine.
If I was Monty, I could split screen you guys, but I'm not. So yeah,
Don't
fuck
feel
it.
bad. I couldn't do that shit if I wanted to either.
Everybody just imagine that they're right
Yeah.
next to each other.
Imagine this.
Like-
Yeah.
Like our portraits together, like touch and drop pods.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna call you on three-way, Derek. We're pod buddies. Also,
Basically,
I got a
yeah.
crib in that I need to assemble. Like one of the buddies on the Reddit for Eastbound chat, like the Patreon chat, was selling a Charybdis, and I needed one for my sons real bad because like Horace always drops in and he's like completely exposed and kind of burned me a couple of times where it's like everything's dropping in, everything's good, and then Horace comes in and he's got a way to turn and he just teleports in and then just gets shut the fuck up every time.
Always. No.
So I got the Charybdis and like he sent like from Mark Henry. Shout out to Mark Henry. I know he probably doesn't when I watch this, but he's on Rare Frias fan. But he's one of the guys that he was at Adepticon, and he suggests magnetizing Charybdis. I know both of you guys have Charybdis.
Yeah.
With y'all magnetize them.
I did not.
Honestly, are you talking about magnetizing like the little claws?
Yeah, apparently there's a way, and he sent enough magnets to magnetize the claws, like basically he's already. Hold on, I got it right here.
And let me present the bag.
Oh, this isn't the Charybdis. That's another project. He magnetized he put the magnet, like he sent it to me, and there was already a magnet in the claw. And he said like the other magnets are for, I guess, to put one in the upward, like the retracted claw position, and then one in the like extended claw position. And that's how you magnetize it. I don't know why. It doesn't seem like that would be super useful, I guess. Like, I mean, of course you don't want, a couple claws down and, a couple claws up or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that's like a super massive inconvenience. I've been looking at it, and what I'm kind of curious into doing is actually magnetizing the top somehow to where you can take the top would be removable, and then you can just slip the claws out.
Oh.
Because it's like on a long track.
Yeah.
So if that was possible, that and you could completely remove the claws like I do my dread claws, like I would think that might be useful.
Yeah, that would sure help with the transportation, because that's, to me, that's the biggest downfall of that model. Transporting it's a pain.
Yeah, like some people have whole fucking battle foam bags or whatever just for one fucking Charybdis.
Yeah. I'm with you. I took mine to Adepticon in that big Rubbermaid tub full of foam. I mean, which that's really no answer. So
yeah, I mean, it's an awesome model, but like, dude, super cumbersome. Really.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think.
So, I don't know. I want to check it out before I assemble it. I want to completely, see how it works. Take it apart, see the inner workings, and make the most. Make the most of my Charybdis.
Well, and I think having the magnets where you could have it lock whenever the legs go up, it's going to help when you put it on the flight stand to like move it around, because that's really when they should be drawn up anyway. So, like, from a presentation standpoint, that's going to make that look cooler.
Because don't they have like it's got a little notch that the legs fit in the extended position.
Yeah, it's got a notch so wherever you bring them down, they'll kind of like lock into place.
Yeah, they'll like torque outward or something like that.
Yeah, but even then, that's not that model's so heavy it doesn't always hold it just right. So I know I've fought with it trying to get it to stand up, like on the game table, and it'd be like, oh, one leg wants to go, you know.
Well, I mean, he's already got the magnets in the claws, like I said. So, I mean, I'm gonna do it. You know,
Yeah.
I actually like magnetizing. There's nothing more satisfying to me than actually magnetizing something and it works.
You do good. Like honestly, you do good magnetizing. I do like that. For my Charybdis, to be honest, with the claws, my cousin, he made little notches in it, so you can just slide it up and down. You don't even have to magnetize. You can slide the claws up and down. It's like a track.
Well, yeah, that's
how the model is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You can make it lock in and stuff.
Yeah, well, it's just they don't lock at the like in the topmost position, like the flying position. They don't lock, or at least mine never did. Mine would lock mostly when we were down.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not like the best modeler, so maybe I fuck something up and I put it together. I don't know.
I'd rather just glue it shut. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. See, I like to magnetize the dread pods too, just to where they're. I know a lot of people like just put rubber bands around them and stuff.
Oh, I hate doing that. That looks tacky.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, really awesome. Don't let your better get the large rubber bands out so your dreadnought doesn't fly off the helmet.
Well, I think there's something to be said for, you know, if you're taking the time to magnetize the model. I mean, it just goes into that hobbying aspect of it. You know, you want it to work correctly. You want it to stay closed or stay open or whatever. So I think that's just another bonus whenever someone's looking at the work that you've done. So I like magnetizing, you know, different dreadnought arms and stuff like that. Same things.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
that's cool.
So you guys want to tell us about the event? The event y'all did?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about it. Did you already talk about it?
No, we didn't. We were did not talk about it yet. Yeah, so Derek and I went on Saturday to San Antonio. The combined might of Golar's 222nd, Alamo Gamers, and Red Star Gaming put together a Wargaming for Good hurricane relief charity event. Yeah. So it was held at the hall that Alamo GT is held at every year.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, it's a great venue, man. It's they have the bar open all day, and they serve, you know, nachos and bar food and shit. But yeah, they donated the venue. So basically everything that went into it was pure donation. Like any of the sign up fees, it was $20 entry. They had a 30K track, they had a 40K track, and they had an Age of Sigmar track. They also had Blood Bowl, but my understanding was they really didn't get any traction on that, so I don't think anyone ended up playing. But Age of Sigmar, that was my biggest surprise, honestly, of the day. Age of Sigmar had a pretty good turnout.
Really?
Yeah, pretty good turnout. What's that, Derek?
It was nearly as big as the 40K turnout.
Yeah.
Wow, that impresses me more. I know 40K has been blowing up, but I mean, Age of Sigmar did well until 40K switched to 8th edition. You know what I mean? A lot of people were selling their 40K selling their Age of Sigmar armies to get to it. But like, man, that surprises me. Honestly, I mean, it's cool, I guess. Well, they did have that new General's Handbook 2 come out.
Yeah, right? and I'll tell you, I've never played the game. I really don't know anything about Age of Sigmar, other than I've seen models. But
cool models.
The cool models. Most of the people that were playing, fully painted, great looking models, much better. 40K was kind of representative, I think, of just a lot of what we've talked about before. It was a good mix of painted, unpainted.
Yeah.
They did not fill all their tables, same as 30K. Unfortunately, it was a low turnout for 30K. A lot of factors. I mean, there's still a lot of people affected by the hurricane. They're rebuilding, what have you. So, but that being said, just for the event overall, they raised $4,000 for the San Antonio Food Bank, with that going towards hurricane relief in South Texas. So that I thought was really cool, and a lot of that was driven by they had some great raffles. They raffled off a fully painted Ultramarine army for 30K. With
Eldar and Tau. They had the what are the like space pirate dwarves, the like steampunk looking ones?
Oh, the
Caradron Overlords.
Yeah, Caradron Overlords. Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're raffling off a full army of that. And then a bunch of other like odds and ends in like a random category. Like some of the like Death from the Skies like combo packs with different flyers.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really bad. Those things look badass, you know, just kind of like steampunk little midget things. I mean, or little people, excuse me.
It's the wee people, the little people.
The wee people. You know, walking armrest.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. I'm actually surprised they were all. I don't know. Actually, you know, I played in 2 Age of Sigmar events before I got out of it. I mean, I got a Bretonnia army just for the painting of them because I just love the knights. But I played in every single one I went to, and there were just local tournaments, but they were all fully painted armies. Every single army, fully based and everything. Which that's kind of impressive. That's, you know. It's not a bad game. It's just if you want to play a game where you're going to have fun with whatever you bring and just drink, that's what it's for. Beer and pretzels for sure, you know.
Well, they did, and so here's by their kind of hats off. The 40K side was a straight up tournament.
Okay.
The Age of Sigmar was a narrative game.
Ooh.
They had a full narrative thing going on. So that was, I thought, pretty darn cool. Of course, you had 30K, which they had a narrative set up. The whole narrative was revolving around Angron's landing on Istvan 3.
Yeah.
Andrew Carlson wrote some great custom missions, three great custom missions for the day. They had 10 really well done tables themed for the event. Like I said, unfortunately, the turnout was low, but we went ahead and played. We had 4 players, so we jumped in there and ended up playing 2v2, 2 different 2v2 games. So the first was 2,500 points per person. The second was 3K per person. And the first one we actually used the first mission that Andrew wrote. Then the second game we just did a straight up objectives. You know, kind of a straightforward objective type game. But it was fun. It was interesting. I wish there would have been more people, but we had fun throwing dice, and I teamed up with this guy Neil, who's in the military there in San Antonio. He does something. Yeah, I'd never met him before. Yeah, he's a real cool dude. Newer guy to San Antonio, but not new to Heresy.
Yeah.
He'd been playing Mechanicum for a long time, and he had started an Alpha Legion army, and that's what he brought. But he was playing them as, oh crap, Derek, do you remember? He was playing them as something.
I want to say Raven.
Yeah, that's sorry. It was pre
Heresy Raven Guard.
Pre-Heresy Raven Guard, but it was the models he was doing for his Alpha Legion.
Oh,
but yeah, he super cool dude. Yeah, so then we played. So he and I teamed up. I brought Caleb Decima Mechanicum, and we played against Andrew Carlson and his Thousand Sons, and Michael Ituria, if however you say his name, from San Antonio. Also, he had his Iron Warriors there. Michael, those of you may or may not remember, he actually won the Warhound raffle at Stiff 3.
nice.
So he was a guy from that. But yeah, first game was we got a new mud hole stomped in us. Yeah, it's Thousand Sons. So we definitely, Andrew had said, hey, you know, how rough do you want to play the game? I said, just, you know, play what you want. We're just here to have fun. So he definitely went harder on the psychic edge with 1,000 Suns than he's had in the past. Yeah. And I will tell you, man, when they get their powers off, I had a rough time with them.
Yeah.
So that was not a good game for us. Then of course we had one of the special rules was Angron would randomly appear. Well, not randomly. Derek placed him.
The way the mission was supposed to work, the TO would pick a table and throw Angron on. It's basically, deep strike in without scattering.
Yeah.
And then he could charge that turn, but at the end of that turn, he would just disappear.
Wow. Okay.
It was meant to be like a cool little fluffy thing where, if the trader side was getting dick stomped by whatever, Angron would show up and help him out a little bit.
Yeah.
That mechanic kind of didn't work as intended when you only have one table.
Yeah.
So it's just basically every turn, Angron shows up and erases a unit and then disappears.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed up behind a group of my Thalax in a building, and I was like, well, they won't be here next round. And of course, sure enough, he charged into them, beat him to a pulp, and then teleported out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He comes out with the car.
Yeah. But Derek's exactly right though. I think if you would have had a full group of people playing, all 10 tables in play, that's a great mechanic. I thought it was very, again, like he said, very, very, very fluffy, especially to represent Angron was just all over the battlefield on Estevan 3, enraged, killing whatever he came up against. So it just
technically he was a part of the trader force, but he didn't gain any benefit from any of the trader rules or any of their blessings or anything like that.
Yeah.
So side, but they really can't benefit him. And the TO kind of does what he wants with it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
that's pretty cool.
But
after a couple turns of that, we're like, yeah, maybe this doesn't need to happen for a 2v2 on a one table.
Maybe Angron stays in a ship this time, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't make a planet fall.
Yeah. So second game was a lot closer. Andrew actually brought Magnus for the second game, and I really thought that was going to fuck us up, but he was not as successful activating his powers, and we actually were able to deny a few key powers during the game. Yeah. So
previously unheard of.
Yeah, that really evened the playing field because he had Magnus coming like right at my dudes with a full squad of whatever those blades are.
The Kenetai blades.
Yeah. And he was planning on beefing them up like he did the first game, which makes him damn near unkillable. But he failed all those rolls, so they didn't get endurance or any of that. So I was able to really do some work on him and actually forced him to teleport away and go to a different part of the table where it was a little bit easier on him. But yeah, that was a lot closer game. The objectives really helped. Because the first game was scored. I can't think of what the name of the mission is from the Red Books, but it's the one where the first game we play is the one where you get varying victory points depending on what type of unit you killed.
Oh, that was I think that was a special one you did.
No, it's in the Red Books. There's a layout for that. Can't think what it's called though. But anyway, yeah. So the second game though, it was just straight up objectives, and like I said, was pretty even. Lots of killing on both sides. The Iron Warrior's Leviathan definitely did some work. I was hoping to kill it with my Calyx before it got across the table, but I flubbed every roll shooting at it.
Of course.
And so, yeah, it was awkward as hell.
Just kind of looking at shelves. And this never happens, I swear.
Well, and I even told him, I was like, dude, I said, I've got a pretty good. I said, you're gonna walk that across the table. He said, yes. I'll tell you, I got a good track record of killing Leviathans before they get to me if you're walking them. And I shouldn't have said that because he walked it over there. I've missed every fucking shot, and he killed the Thanatar like in one round, just like tore it apart.
That's funny.
So then I just played keep away. But I got Caleb Decima. I got his Curse of the Omnissiah pulled off with 10 Haywire hits on his super heavy. So kaboom, took that out.
Kicked him right in the nuts.
Yeah, that was my moral victory.
Yeah.
But we ended up losing by a couple of VP. But like I said, it was a fun game, pretty close.
No, that's cool.
Yeah,
man. As long as it's close, and as long as you have fun, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Because I played at War Games Con.
That's what
Not
losers
too long
do.
ago. Yeah, well, and that was all we did. We had just a blast, and
Yeah, that's I'm really hoping though that they're having another event at the end of October. I'm hoping we get more 30K players coming out for it.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Pretty.
Yeah.
I will be off on the 7th.
Sweet.
So I think we should set that up at least. I don't care if I'm going to play Andrew. I've played Andrew before, but I mean, I think we want to set up a day of gaming.
Yeah, I think we should, man, because it's looking like more people. If you're available, Jay and I will be there. Andrew's going to be there. Josh said he's pretty sure he's going to be able to play. We may be better served playing at your shop. So we have a couple of tables. So awesome. Yeah, so that's October 7th. Derek said he's going to have all the Space Wolves ready by then.
Fully painted.
Well, I might not be there for
Fully
the
based.
7th, but I know for the end of October, I should have enough bodies right now. I'm just waiting on some stuff to convert some stuff. Absolutely have all my shit ready.
You're gonna have your Space Wolves ready? Is that what you're saying?
I was giving you shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm
fully
saying it.
painted,
Live on
fully based, everything.
I didn't say that, but that has been said.
Pretty excited about it, actually. No, that's pretty cool.
I'm excited. I want to see your shit on the field, man.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I just want to see Wolves up against Thousand Suns.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, everybody says that.
I don't know why. Like that's some rivalry or something.
I mean, I'll tell you what's gonna happen. All my shit's gonna get blasted apart with psychic powers.
Dicks. Some things change. Some things.
I mean, I'm no Magnus, but I can see that future coming.
I need to see if Aaron's going to be around on the 7th since he's local also.
Yeah, bring Aaron out.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put a call out to the group since, like I say, we're looks like more people are available. So we just have a day of gaming. That'd be badass.
That's too far away for me to see if I'm off, but it's too close for me to ask off.
But
so we'll see.
Gotcha.
I need to go. Like, I'm dreading doing it, but I feel like I should because, like Monty and them, they're doing that, I don't know, photo contest or whatever, or you get like patches.
Oh yeah,
for the closer patches for your army.
Oh yeah.
So what I haven't done is laid out like all of my shit, on display or whatever. And I don't know how big a table I would need if I went to lay out like actually all of my models. Like
because you've got 3 armies now.
I do.
Yeah.
What's your third army?
What?
What's your third army?
I've got Death Guard, Sons of Horus, Iron Hands.
Oh,
and
never
then
mind.
That's right. And I've got some other things in the works. So good.
Some mysteries, secrets,
secret projects.
Yeah. We're secrets. Oh. Yeah. I dabble in some Mechanicum. I got a little bit of Mechanicum bits, but I don't know how big a table I would need to put, because I was thinking about just doing like, putting my Iron Hands in the middle and like having like surrounded by Death Guard and Sons of Horus or whatever.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But I don't know how big a table I would need. Like, I think it would like, even if I crammed everything in nut to butt, I think it would overflow over a 4x4.
Yeah, you probably need to do a 4x6 at least to show everything off.
See, but then I don't have that available to me because I wouldn't transport all of my stuff just to take one picture. I would probably want to do it. All my stuff's in that storage unit right now, so
yeah,
do that, I guess. So I'll put it on my drafting table. I guess, see what I can do.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Derek, I know you said you don't have any information, but when does that start? I know I've seen it talked about.
The closer patches?
Yeah.
Just started.
Go ahead and send them. I know they're in the talks of like what the criteria is, trying to get that figured out, like what exactly they're going to do. But just go ahead and send it.
Okay, cool.
like if I wanted to, I could probably just send my my last Adepticon and the Adepticon before that.
Yeah.
Sons and Iron Hands, and so that would cover me for both armies. But that's pretty lame, just sending old pictures.
Yeah, I got to take some new shit.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're cool looking pictures, if they look cool and they make you look like a cool looking dude, Michael, Scott, Ryan, or Derek at Warhammer30k.com.
Yeah. What, you don't know I'm already a fucking cool fucking dude or what?
He put that in question.
Well, I mean-
I heard that. I'm like, wow.
I mean, I hear, but
that's that RFI. They're like, we're looking down on you from way up here, looking down on you.
Well, no, like they're talking about if they want to like set up like a gallery where they can have like show off these cool dudes with their cool looking armies and all that
So
shit.
I have to have a gallery for you guys.
Like we're putting
He
together.
hosted. This is the man that hosted the first stiff.
Like I don't have a light box, a shadow box.
He's kind of a legend.
Yeah, I think Zach earned his cool dude a long time ago, so I should give him a pass on that.
I mean, we're still working on the cool dude patches, but yeah, like
I'm just curious.
there's no like
Put those
too
on there.
early to send.
Just
Like
work on your army. Just work maybe if you spend a little bit less time working on patches and more time working on
I gotta use them while I got the crayons out. All right.
I'm fucking with you, Derek. It's getting a little big for your britches,
Cutting them down a peg.
Goochman on the chat asks, "Where's Big Josh?" Josh is hard at work. He's actually working late tonight, so he did send his love and regards for all of you guys.
Yeah, I went over to his shop the other day on Monday, and like took apart a couple of guns and sandblasted them or whatever, trying to help him out.
Nice.
Well,
brother.
His employee got in a motorcycle wreck, and so he's like,
Saw that.
super short-handed.
Yeah.
Jeez, poor
Yeah,
guy.
it's been like one hit after another for Josh, so sucks.
Yeah, so that's where he's at, Gooch. He'll be he's with us in spirit tonight.
Yeah. Well, I gotta burn off my batteries dying and
Same. Yeah. We're gonna roll.
All right, well, we may just call it here. We've been on an hour, so
Yeah.
everybody's got to go to work and shit in the morning. So
Hey, work.
I know, sucks being an adult.
Just want to drink all night and hang out with my friends.
I know.
College.
So Bridges, you think you're gonna be able to make it on the 7th?
I could probably make it on 7. That's what.
You
Yeah.
gotta make it, man.
I couldn't make it the last weekend because I got some show thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But of October. But yeah, no, I could do the 7th easily. Actually,
Plan for it, man. Here in Victoria, we'll get
I'll stay at the foot of your bed.
Hey,
good.
perfect, man. Get that curl up by my feet.
With the rest of the dogs.
I'm out.
All right, like it.
Later, bro.
Later, man.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, Gooch. Sorry you just got here, brother. We're you have to catch us on replay. Zach's still here.
Catch me on the rebound. Zach just waiting. Look at him. He's just on his, in his boat pose. When he's leaving, he's just on a boat. Just hanging out.
I pictured that was Zach's look this weekend at Schlitterbahn.
That's his have fun face. Actually.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Same face always.
Oh, we forgot to ask him about Schlitterbahn. God damn. I want to ask him how that hottest, coolest time in Texas went.
He saw half his face was tan.
That happens. You got your sunglasses on. That's
Right.
That's always happened to me. I'd go out on the boat, like we'd go skiing or whatever back when I was growing up, and never failed. I'd wear my sunglasses all day, and I come out with the raccoon.
Always. Or if you had like fucking what are those half hats called?
Half hats.
Visor.
Visor. Yeah.
Visor.
Oh,
You have a visor on sideways, kind of blocking the sun. Just kind of bro duding up,
Listen to
a couple natty lights.
Yeah, man, just broing out with the fellas, have some natty ice.
Yeah, you got Limp
Yeah,
Bizkit playing in the background.
Yeah, man, whatever. It's just all about the nookie.
Whose Jack Johnson album is this? I love Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson, There Derek is, you know, he's just asking me to chug this beer for some reason. I was like, all right, whatever. He's like, you
Tastes kind of funny. I don't remember anything afterwards.
Yeah, you want to ask? I don't know what happened later.
You're so pumped. You're so excited to be hanging out with the pros. You don't even realize you gave these guys like 4 blowjobs.
Next thing I know, Derek has his shirt off. It was weird.
That's just how it happens. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you.
Man, it's pretty much Heresy Camp's gonna be pretty much that way.
Yeah, bunch of half-naked dudes drunk,
just broing out, you know, just broing out, bro. Just doing some bro things.
I will tell you, Bridges, that is how Adepticon rolls.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, except you know, in some cases, like Freddy the Swede, it's fully nude, not just half-naked.
I feel like he lives that way. That's his life.
It is his life. Yeah. Lives on the edge.
Yeah, he's always in pursuit of that perfect, you know, just perfection.
Perfection. All right, guys. Well, let's call it. I know everybody's tired. I got to get up and do our thing tomorrow. Yeah. So those of you who joined us, I know we're actually increased viewers by like 3 people in the last few minutes, but yeah, go back and catch us on replay. We'll be back again next week. We're trying to get back into our regular routine
broadcasting schedule.
Yeah, now that the hurricane and all that stuff's kind of in our past and we're recovered, and hopefully Josh will be back with us next week. But just keep him in his thoughts. He's trying to keep everything going with the business because he's shorthanded. Look for us. There's some events real quick. Kimmel's events this weekend, right, Derek?
I don't think. Actually, no. I think it is this weekend.
Okay.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah. So if you've never done one of Kimmel's events, which I've never been, but I know Kimmel. He's a super awesome dude, and I've seen his event packs.
Oh, hell yeah.
So if you're in the Indiana area or willing to travel, hit up Circle City Heresy and check out what's going on with him. Samson's going to be there. That's enough reason to go right there, man. You can
one cool thing about Ryan's events, you don't bring one list. Like between rounds, you can just switch your list out. So if you want to bring knights, if you want to bring knights because your opponent can bring a list that doesn't instantly lose to knights.
Yep. Yeah, he's got it figured out, man.
Like if you've been wanting to play custodes, but you don't want to bring custodes to an event and just like dick stomp some dude with like a fluffy like militia army, you don't have to worry about that because they can actually bring something that's not gonna, you know. Or if they don't have something where like you have to play their like fluffy list, you can like switch from custodes to something else, so you're not just breaking his hobby.
Yeah, it's Brian's definitely got it figured out. Definitely look forward to hopefully make one of his events at some point in the future.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Actually, that's actually really cool. No, I like that idea.
But and then October 7th, look out. This isn't like a public event, but a little TFL get together with Andrew from Golars coming down to Victoria. So we'll see some pictures, maybe even some video. If we can get we can get Monty involved. We'll probably have some video.
We're gonna have a lock-in at the church with some like Cannibal Corpse.
It's gonna be a great event. You see, we're gonna start. You gonna put that event out there, Derek?
Hey, real quick to answer Goochman's question. 30K Rapier team is just regular Marines. They're not Tech Marines, so it's not like the Thunderfire cannon and 40K, which has a Tech Marine manning it. And in 30K, any of the Rapier platforms are manned by 2 normal Astartes bros. So you can model them as seen. So anyway, all right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you for coming tonight, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Good night. FRB.